Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. In the last part, we sorta started our way on the first floor of the Cipher Key Lair. And in this part, we will actually be going upstairs, where we will actually be, hopefully getting for... Oh my god, there's a restoration machine right here. I went all the way back to Phoenix City. Well, this will be sort of our home base from now on. Minus a PC, but we don't kinda not need a PC right now. That was a double negative. Oh well. Who cares about the grammars right now, because we're raiding this base. Oh, goodness. Who gave you permission to enter? I'm pretty sure I gave myself permission. So since these parts will really just be lots of battling, I thought, why don't we, like last time I had sort of a subject to talk about, why don't I, do something like that? And so I thought to myself, what's a good subject? And, well, I guess just the idea of a sequel to a Pokemon game, or rather sequels to RPGs in general. So as you guys may know, number one, this is a Shadow Pokemon that we're fighting right now. It's a Shadow Shelder. Okay, I mean, that's useful. As you guys may know, or as you guys do probably know, for sure should know, I said it already, you know, that this is the sequel to Pokemon Colosseum on the GameCube. Now, I've noticed a sort of a trend, wherein lots of people are always excited for, well, most of the time. I say most of the time because looking at the backlash of Star Wars Episode 7, but most of the time, people are excited for sequels. However, it sort of dawned on me that for RPGs, it seems that a lot of people are so quick to cry that the company is running out of ideas. For instance, look at Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. It is basically an entirely new game. Now, I'm not talking about in terms of assets or designs or anything. I'm just talking about in terms of just how much difference there is. There's probably more of an upgrade from, Diamond and Pearl. From Diamond and Pearl to Black and White than there was, there was more of an upgrade from... What am I even trying to say? What I'm trying to say is, there's more features added from Black to Black 2 than from, Black from, Diamond and Pearl. Do you get what I'm saying? Even though it's a sequel with not many, new locations or Pokemon and stuff, there's more added. So, like I was saying, a lot of people seem to cry foul that the company is running out of ideas, which I don't think that's ever the case of them running out of ideas. Because for you to run out of an idea, that means, you have nothing else to... If you run out of ideas, that literally means you're done. That if you ran out of ideas, there wouldn't be a sequel. Now, it's like in this game, for instance, people, as soon as they saw it was a sequel and would be using assets and stuff, people were like, oh, well, this is gonna suck now. Why would it suck if it reuses assets, if those assets were so good in the first place? I mean, we do go back to every location from Colosseum, yes, but a lot of them are very different. So is it really reusing assets, in the way that people say it is? People say it like it's, they're rehashing. It's sort of like the difference between, for instance, an upgrade to a fighting game. Then, yes, I would say that is sort of reusing assets, if you will. However, we are losing. We are not doing any damage to these guys. Send out another Pokemon instead of Conher. Let's go with Tropy, why don't we? So, going from a fighting game upgrade, I would say that yes, that is sort of justified with, we already bought it and stuff. I mean, I always look on the bright side of gaming, almost always. There's a few that are, I can't look on the bright side for. I'm looking at you, Sonic06, it's right over there, and it stares at me. No matter what way, unless I put it in with, the case facing towards me, there's always that face of Sonic just staring at me. Always. So, yeah, I can tell when a game is bad, but I usually look on the bright side for games. For instance, a lot of people were angry at Ultimate Marvel for existing versus Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I was happy that, some characters that missed out the first time are there now. Yeah, they should have been in there to begin with, and no, you shouldn't have had to pay $40 to get another upgrade to it. But, again, I look on the bright side. I liked it. Now, I don't know. Let me try to think of other RPG sequels. The first one to come to mind, for me, is Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World. Now, I actually have not played the first Tales of Symphonia game. I know, crazy. But I know about the story and stuff. Again, Nintendo Power saved me on numerous an occasion. And so I sort of like, I don't know. A lot of people said they were very disappointed in that game. I really enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, I can tell what assets were reused. Like, you know, you can clearly tell what's new and what's added for the game. But I really do enjoy it, and I think it is very, very underrated. What other RPG sequels? Well, I mean, another one you could say is like Majora's Mask. That's another one that people cry. Oh gosh, darn it, not again. You know what? I'm not even gonna take that. I'm not even going to take that. I'm not losing this many Shadow Pokemon. Nope. That's not good. So, I just pressed the reset button. And now that I know that healer thing is there, now it should be fine. Will I cut that battle out? No. Because, I mean, I can. I mean, I want this LP to last forever. No, it's because, I don't know. I think when I cut stuff out, it's weird. The way I do my recordings is, like, if I stop for something, even if I stop to take a break between parts, it just doesn't sit with me right. Instead we're gonna bring out Banana. So that'll switch that out. So yeah, it doesn't, like, if I do a, you know, take a break like I said, I get out of the LPing mood. You see, I've talked about this before. I don't think I've ever really elaborated, but I really do have to be in the mood to Let's Play. And so that's why my recording schedule is really bad. It's because some days I come home and I can't. I am not in the mood to do a Let's Play. I can't even, or the worst thing is, the worst thing is, when sometimes I get home, I turn on my computer to set it up for a Let's Play, and then I'm like, oh, let's see what's new on Reddit, which is the worst decision you will ever make in your life. And I sit there, and then I just sort of fall into myself. If you know that feeling where you just kind of decompress so much that you just can't move, that's what I get. And when that happens, I really can, you know, get back into the Let's Playing mood, which sucks. It really does. So yeah, that's sort of how I feel about, I don't know, RPG sequels. Like, I mean, when I heard about this game, the first time I heard about this game was, we were going to California, and it was an issue of Nintendo Power, and in that issue they had a preview for this game, and I remember seeing it, and at first I'm like, wow, that game looks cool, but then all it had was a screen of the protagonist looking at Zook, and the upper, like the opening, a screenshot from the opening with Shadow Lugia flying over the ship. It actually took me a second, because I didn't read the articles ever, I sort of went through it. It took me a second to realize, wait, that's a Pokemon game. Like, I didn't even notice that it was, because it just looked so different from Colosseum. Just everything-wise, you know? I like that. Like I said, I went through this last time, but well, actually, not last time, it was my Night's Let's Play, where I sort of went into just this idea of gaming magazines. I mean, I guess you could say that we still do have gaming magazines in the form of the internet articles and stuff. But I don't think it has the same feel. That said, it's free, so I will gladly take that over there being no feel. It's just like, I don't know. I don't really know how to put it, but just like, I remember that childhood wonder thing of opening up a magazine that you got in the mail and seeing what's inside and seeing, oh look, this is gonna happen and stuff. And yeah, it was always later than the internet. And I mean, even around that time I started to use the internet and such. I mean, it just felt like every issue was sort of like, yeah, heard about it, heard about it, heard about it. That said, there was one thing that old Nintendo Power had that no other magazine had, and that was the best sense of humor ever. I mean, this was the magazine that taught me about Chuck Norris jokes. I mean, it was that just awesome, and I loved Nintendo Power back then. I was surprised. I mean, for Nintendo being a family-friendly franchise, you know, for them to actually use the phrase like, you know, saying how this, I think it was Worms 3D opened a can of whoop ass on like their where they played the games. I remember reading that as a kid and saying, they use the A word, and then like it was around that time where I sort of realized that, wait, That's like a lower class swear. I mean, no, like, that's mid-class, actually. There are classes for swear words that, you know, people sort of abide to, I guess. It's weird. It's like you can and cannot abide to it. It's... I don't know how to put this. Like, for some reason, people classify damn as a swear word. But I don't think it is. I think it's just an offensive word, not a swear word. Also, Thunder Punch. And whoop bam! Kill it, kill it, kill it. Yes! See, everything's better when you know what's gonna happen. Also, that Sharpedo is flying quite high for it should be flopping on the ground. Wake Aquarius up and Thunder Punch, why don't we? Hey Aquarius, it's not bedtime yet. Man, I had a bedtime until I think I was 13. And it was 8 o'clock. On the one hand, I got lots of sleep, and it was nice. On the other hand, it sucked because I missed everything awesome. Like, I'm talking about TV shows and night in general. You know. I remember, and I always got made fun of for that. And now people are saying, wow, Tanner, you can actually sleep for 10 hours? And I'm like, yeah, it's not... Wait, what? Swift? God, no. It's like, wow, you can actually sleep that long? You know, the internet keeps me up, and I'm like, yeah, I go to bed at 8, wake up at 6. It's possible. It's interesting. What? Just brute force? Yeah! It's interesting how, like, even just ideas change over time. We also got a PP up. I should probably find a use for those. I'm notorious for never using PP ups. I have, like, 8 in black 2 right now. No, white 2. That's the one I'm playing. I gotta get through my head that in this one, the color on it is the one that you're playing with, not the opposite. That's how it was before, so yeah. Now if we go down there, now go back down. Go up, then back down. Now we can go this way and see what wonders await us in this hallway that was previously blocked. It must be good if it was blocked, right? Indeed. Oh, goodness. Oh, aren't you a cutie? Have you gotten lost all alone? No, I just want these items that are right there. Gelston. Gelston? I'm not even gonna ask how such a name comes into existence. Gelston. That's like... I can't even think of a name that is as... And I've heard some weird names. I mean, I'm talking about, Burke from... What is it? It's like BRXXXXXCCCC. It's like some weird avant-garde name. Fun fact. All my useless knowledge comes from the Uncle John's Bathroom Reader books, which are the best books ever. No, I love literature. I love all the, I'm looking at my book wall and see no actual literature. Ray Bradbury. Who else is there? What's that guy's name? Edgar Allan Poe. Like the good stuff. I like that stuff, but at the same time, when it comes to just, like, I don't know, easy reading, I love just easy reading, I'm looking at my wall of books right now, and I have a wall of books. Actually, it was a wall of, like, it's a shelf, not really a wall. And it was funny, because before it was full of books, but I actually had to take some books out to make room for my games, because I have too many now. I'm looking over there, and I see, let's see here, Uncle John's Bathroom Reader, The Book for Geeks, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Volume 2, the light novel that's based off of, not the manga. Phoenix Wright, Mega Man, Book of Ninja, Chuck Norris vs. Mr. T. Those are the type of books I have. So, wow, you could just look at that wall, and, like, you could look at that, and you get a very good picture of me. So, I mean, right beside that, then you have my DVDs of Slayers, One Piece, Slayers, Sergeant Frog, Inuyasha, Punk'd, Haruhi Suzumiya, Mario Bros. TV show, Mythbusters, Sonic X. Wow. That entire wall just kind of is me. And then after that, all my PS2 games, NES games, and N64 games. Yep. That's me. My wall is me. And on the very top, there's all my hats up there, and my new 3DS poster from my good friend Carson, who gets me all the random swag from stores and stuff. He's like, every time I go to his house, it's like, hey Tanner, you want this? Yeah? Okay. Thanks! I mean, it's a 3D 3DS poster. It's like, why not? And it's like a store-only thing, and I actually love it. I think gaming memorabilia is some of the most just awesome, because what it is it's a conversation piece. I talked about this last time, didn't I? I did. Especially because actually, and I know I shouldn't talk about current events and all that, but I'm actually having a surprise party for my aunt this coming up right away. And one of the things is, this is the first time like the extended family is coming over to our house, because they think we live so far away, because we live in another town, but the town's like 20 minutes outside the major city, so complicated stuff. And so it's like, I kind of want to just present my room as me. It's like we always sort of hide the house as something that's like, oh, you have to put away this because we don't want them seeing that. It's like, I want my room to be me, though. Losing to a boy like you? I'll be out on the street begging for a job! Again, subtext. I can just, it's like, I'm not even trying, but you can just hear the subtext of her becoming a hooker. We got a rare candy. Very, very nice. And we also got a three Ultra Balls. Very nice. That's not exact. I wanted a TM, but I will gladly take the rare candy. Let's see here. Who needs to level up? Let's see here. That's a lot. Not much. Not much. Okay. Actually, Aquarius, I really do think needs to get more experience. Because it's really weak for level 31. Maybe a water type, you know, choosing Vaporeon wasn't the best move. I don't know. Good stats though. Hey, my TV randomly fixed its colors. It seems to do that a bit now. So we're actually going to bring out Tropy because he needs to level up. Let's go oh, there's the color back wrong. Tropy and Conher, those two need to level up a bit. I'm trying to keep it at least semi-even. Semi-even, you know, just a bit. That's how, it's like, it's weird. Whenever I play Pokemon, I sort of have, like nowadays, well back when I was little, I really just played. But now I have this idea of set levels and making it so that what you have to do is, you know, once every Pokemon gets to level 35, then we start training the ones that are level 35 up more, and I do that. Again, it's a weird little habit. That's one thing though. Everybody has their little habits with games. I mean, even with this game, you know, the whole people used to do the press B down. Well, for me, it's pressing A every time you do a, like every time the ball shakes. Also, who here wants to do some Professor Layton puzzles? I know you do, right? So what you have to do is you need to get these boxes onto those little like pads to open up the corresponding doors. It's like Professor Layton for babies. Actually, I've been loving Professor Layton on the 3DS. I think it's just such a perfect fit. It truly is an upgrade to the series that it hasn't seen before. I'm a little sad though that this is after this one, this is the second last Layton game, and then after that it's gonna be the Layton brothers, I think, about his two sons. I think it might be. We're not sure yet if they're gonna stick with that because they released one game for that for the iOS, and I'm not sure if that's gonna stay or if they're gonna do something else, or we don't know. It's again, it's up to the developers. So, did we go heal? Did we even? Yes, we did. I didn't even pay attention. Also, stairs. You've got to be good to get this far. Well, yes. Also, how's your brother Thor doing? Oh, sorry, I'm confusing with you with low key. Sorry. I'm sure you get that all the time. I'm sure. Actually, there was a. Oh, enough with the. I can't stop bringing up current events, but we just had our Halloween get-together, if you will. Shadow Beedrill, very nice. And at our school, and one of the things that was, like one of the costumes that was there, which I thought was amazing, was an entire group of the Avengers. And but they were all girls, so it's all gender swapped and stuff. And that Loki was amazing. Number one, she was wearing a corset, which I approve of. Number two, she had his hair, the sort of short, slicked back, which I really approve of. And number three, she came up to me. By the way, I was Professor Oak for Halloween. I might put up a picture right now. So yeah, that was me. She came up to me and she's like, "Oh, hi, Professor Oak. Do you have any Pokemon for me?" And I was like, "Well, Loki, it seems that your brother has started his journey before you. So, but I think I do." I did something like that, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's so funny. It's because she's Loki and you're Professor Oak and you're in character." And I was just like, "Yeah. Follow me." Well, it's a good thing. I hope you die first. Then the follow me. Yes, you will die first. Then the follow me goes away. So we can hit the B-drill. It's a critical hit. And Furret goes down. Am I sad about this? No. What else do I have to talk about? Togetic! Togetic was always a Pokemon that was... I don't know. It was interesting because I remember Gold and Silver, when that was out, like, I got a Togetic, and I always thought I was the coolest person ever. I was like, I actually sat there and trained my Togepi, and that feeling was like one that I've never had before, of just pure, I did it. Like, it was one of those, I did something awesome sort of feelings. You know what I'm talking about, right? And that's one thing that I feel kind of sad that newer gamers don't really get. It's like nowadays with like achievements and trophies, they're just handing you on a platter like, you did this, congratulations. But back in the day, it was always like, you know, all like the good stuff, it was on the inside. It was always sort of, you did it for yourself, not to show off to people. And I guess that's where Nintendo, like, I get Nintendo when they say they don't want to put in achievements in their games, like an overall achievement system. I get that. Although with the Wii U, it looks like there might sort of be one with the whole, I don't know. I'm excited for the Wii U. That said, I'm not gonna get one. I mean, I'm gonna get one, but I'm not gonna get one even remotely close to the launch day. They're all sold out, like 3 times over. Like, it's crazy. But my one friend did buy one. She got the last pre-order in Edmonton, so I'm just gonna live with her for about a week after it comes out. I don't even care what she does or says. I'm just living at her house, and I will be there, and we will New Super Mario Bros. U it up. We will. Let's send out Banana. Oh, Banana. Because we can paralyze these guys, because paralysis is a great thing for these. And it is, honestly, a good move to keep. See, I always have that problem. In like the main games, I always get a move that I'm like, oh yeah, that's perfect. And then I'm like, oh, but you know, I might like this better. Actually, you know what? I think we could probably try for the B-drill. So I'm going to use you to try and catch the B-drill with an Ultra Ball. And go. And I'm going to paralyze the Pidgeotto. Actually, I had a conversation, I think, a few days ago with the other Tanner at the school. And I blew his mind when I told him that you can actually catch like a level 5 Pidgeotto in Viridian Forest. And he was like, what? No way! I'm like, yeah, in Pokemon Yellow you can. He's like, no, that's dumb. Oh, Shadow Panic, what does that do? It doesn't really look like panicking. Oh, that looks more like panicking. Oh, it's confusion. Oh, boy. And yes! Thank you, Banana! Yeah. I know too much about Pokemon. I've said that before and people don't believe me. They're like, no, you can't know too much. It's impossible. It's like, I can literally tell you where you can catch any Pokemon. I don't think there is any Pokemon that I don't know where to catch it. So that's why my plan, I can't really do a winter break because I'm going to Mexico. You know, I'm going to party down in Mexico. I am actually. It's going to be pretty sweet. Maybe in the summer, I am going to try to catch them all. I have all the gens. I have Fire Red, Soul Silver, and Heart Gold. Nocticide as if I were a pylon! Heart Gold, Sapphire, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, Black and White. So, minus the event legendaries, I can get them all. And I already have some of the event legendaries, so I'm good on that behalf. So, I'm thinking of I'm going to try to catch them all. And transfer them all over to, Black 2. White 2. That's the one. So I can get all the, get the super special awesome Dexy thingaroonie. I really don't think any of them are gonna give me that much trouble. Maybe ones like Phoebus, you know, maybe, you never know. So now we're on the top floor, and now it really starts to look like the Shinra building. We got Hyper Potion number 2 of them, and there's people in there, but we're not gonna oh no! You get on my nerves the way you scurry around! You get on my nerves the way you're wearing that clothing, Cleto. Why don't you just take it off and it'll all be happy? Oh my god, Smeargle. Smeargle is... I have a Smeargle that is now officially banned from playing online with, because it has Dark Void, and Dark Void is now a banned move. So that was fun trying to get all those stuff, trying to get like all these crazy moves for them. Let's take down the Absol first off, because that one is actually a bit of a threat. I'm not sure how much of a threat that Smeargle is, unless it has that stupid lock-on plus one-hit KO strategy, which is really, really stupid. Scratch, you know what? I think we are good. Yes, if that did any more than 1 damage, I would have been very surprised, considering Smeargle's a bit... Why are you just using Scratch? Better yet, why are you just using Scratch on Conher? That's a horrible idea. Is like the AI dumb? Like is it lowered? And plus, all your damage is gone. It was just like that, just in the blink of an eye. All your work is gone. All of it. Sort of like when you accidentally hit the escape button and then hit no. I remember when I did that. I cried. And whenever I do that, it's so sad. I sort of wish... Well, then again, I also do have a auto-save on backup thing, where it's like saves a thing every minute. Level 27, you're getting there! Also, Donphan. Man, Donphan. Pokemon the first movie. It was weird, though. It was like, Donphan was one of those Pokemon... See, I had a list of... I had posters, 2 posters. One of the first 151, one of the next 100 for Pokemon Red, Blue, Gold, Silver. No, wait, no. I know. First off, this is a 2-parter story. The first part happened with just my 151 poster. I remember looking on there and thinking, what was that Pokemon that pirate guy used? Oh, right, it was like a Donphan. And I looked on there, and I looked for, I think, a good hour. And I realized, he's not on there. And I remember just being like, oh my god, what do I do? He's not on there. Guys, what happened? And then I talked to my friends at school the next day, and they're like, yeah, neither is, the blue Pokemon that Tracy has, Togepi, or what was the third one? Snubbull. But we all called it like Brutus or something, because that was like what people called it. And I remember everybody was like, oh my god, what happened? Why isn't it on there? What are these? And then another kid was like, what about that Pokemon Ash saw in the first episode? I'm like, it was just a Fearow, wasn't it? It's like, look at it again. I watched the movie. The VHS tape of Pokemon the first episode, which I still have and love, and it's like, oh my goodness, that is not a Fearow. That blew my mind as a kid. So that was like the first instance of, oh my god, what is this? The second one came with Pokemon. It was in the middle of the Gold and Silver. Yes, it was middle of Gold and Silver season, and all of a sudden on the screen were these 2... I only saw the end of the episode, so I actually didn't see all of it to know what they were. But there was a green and pink chameleon Pokemon, and I saw it, I'm like, what are those? And I remember seeing that, and I was just like, what is this? And it, like, and then again, I had the poster for the next 100 Pokemon, and it wasn't on there. And again, I was like, what is this? Why is it not on there? And I love that. And then around that time, I started getting Nintendo Power, so I was good in terms of that. I sort of knew all of them when they were there. If you know what I'm saying. I am the best at explaining things. I mean, really. Who are you killing with that? Conher? That's fine. He wasn't gonna do much anyways. Oh, Conher. Once you do more stuff, you will be stronger, but for now you are kind of weak. But go, Steve! For you are a Tengu, and Tengus are cool. Actually, speaking of Tengu, Okami HD is out now. And I have a few memories of that game. I'm not gonna do a Let's Play of Okami, because, with Chugga Conroy and my friends Alexame Arkson doing it, I really don't think I can. I don't think I will accurately represent it like they did. I mean, they did everything with it. They knew stuff, they talked about the Japanese origins of stuff, and I mean, there's me playing it, I'm like, well, I think that's fire. I think that means fire. I think. But, yeah, I'm not gonna do Let's Play, but I will talk about it a bit. I mean, that's fine, right? Also, we sucked in... Oh, what? Liquid Ooze! I always forget about that ability. I always forget about it. That's one that I can never remember, because it's just, like, so... just weird. Also, do we have any attacks that will, like, grass attacks other than that? I don't think so. Hopefully, we can find something that will kill it. What was I talking about, Okami? I'm trying to think. I was talking about the... Oh, jeez. I totally forget! There goes my train of thought! Also... Jay? What is it with you and messaging me during a part? Always. It's always. It's always about what's going on with you guys. That's fine, though. I mean... I don't know what to talk about anymore. Let's take a look on my wall of games to talk about a game. Actually, I have a lot of, like, really bad games, like, for the Wii and stuff, because I have a little sister. I'm almost tempted to do, like, a series of me Let's Playing horrible, crappy shovelware games. Oh my god, Mir B, wait, radar. Where is Mir B? We need to get him. Where's the Mir B radar? Mir radar. Pyrite Town! Oh, yes. I don't think I'll do the Funky Rave Party, though, this time. Surprisingly, that didn't go over as well as I thought it would. I mean, when I edited that Rave Party sequence, I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. Then when people actually saw it, they're like, okay, that's kind of cool. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, when I edited that, I was like, freaking jamming on the ground. I was like, yeah, yeah, this is the greatest thing I've ever done. And then everybody else was like, well, that's kind of cool. And that's how it sort of always is. It's like, you know, whenever you make something, it's like, oh, okay. People just don't seem to... I don't know how to how to describe that in words of how it just always seems better to you than it actually is. That makes sense. Yeah, it totally makes sense. What am I saying? It's funny. When I'm recording, when I say stuff, sometimes it doesn't make sense. But then when I listen to it again, like when I'm editing it or watching it later. Sometimes I watch my own Let's Plays. I'm weird. And I just watch it and I'm like, that makes sense. That actually doesn't make total, complete sense. You know? Forming coherent thoughts when all I speak is half sentences. Almost like William Shatner. Oh, what else to talk about? Oh, the joys of Let's Playing an RPG! And the worst part is... spoilers! My next 2 games lined up for RPGs! I think after that I will take a break from RPGs for a wee bit. I really... like, they're different enough, and they have enough sort of source material and backstories and stuff that I will have stuff to talk about. But this, I think this is my 3rd Pokemon game in a row. So, hello, this is Pirate Coliseum. Would you like to enter a knockout challenge? Why, yes I would. So, I guess, I guess I'll talk through this. I guess I have to. You know, because, I mean, like I said, if I cut this out, won't be as good. Well, this is going to be a long part. What's with my parts being increasingly long? It's like, I remember when somebody said, you know, do longer parts, and this guy's a hackser. It's like what somebody would call you on Xbox Live. Not that I'd know, because I'm above Xbox Live. Oh god, this is gonna be horrible. Whooper and Lediba. Guys, we're done for. This is it. We have reached the point in which we no longer can live with this. They're level 20. Oh my god, I will... you know what, I'm gonna cut this out. See you guys in a second. Oh, hey, wait, we're in the Mirby battle. Whoops. I wasn't paying attention. I'm all ready and set to go. You can bring it whatever you want. Love Mirby. Again, best character in all of Pokemon. Like the games, that is. Maybe not the anime. There's some cool characters in the anime. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. Like, the Sir Aaron characters, if you will. Like, the ones with the aura. Any character that's the aura related, I think that's pretty cool. Although, I still think it's so weird that, like, the aura is a movie plotline that is kept real. It's like, a lot of the movie plot lines, if you will, it's like they're sort of, like, they forget about them. It's like, you know, Ash forgetting what every Pokemon is that he's seen. That bothers me a bit. It's like, I know they're trying to keep it so that, you know, new children who didn't watch the movies, it'll make sense for, but still, that bothers me. But it's okay, we got the funkiest, freshest music ever. And yes, that is a very, very white thing to say, but that's fine. That is very fine. There's nothing wrong with being white. Except if you're excessively white. That bothers me. And that's fine to say because I'm half white. So if you say stuff like that, it's not bad. I always think of that. It's like, well, then again, the only difference between being offensive and political humor is that one of them's funny and the other is political humor. I remember I posted that on Facebook, and everybody was like, that's funny. And then my one friend was actually offended by it. So. I think people in the world are just too serious now. Just in general. People in the world are just so, everything is life or death. And I mean, yeah, I exaggerate some things about being life or death sometimes, you know. Like when Iron Tail. What does, let's see, what, Metal Claw's 50. 100 but 75. That sounds good to me. Yes. And I don't know. I just feel like everybody in the world needs to take the biggest chill pill they've ever seen. It's like, I mean, like I was saying, I joke all the time about stuff being serious, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes I joke about stuff being not serious. When it is, it's like, again, people just take everything to heart. And I know, because I have a hole in my heart. I actually do, and I like, it's sort of like, I love rubbing that in people's faces. They're like, Tanner, what's wrong with you? Why, you know, you're a boy, why can't you run these laps? It's like, dude, I have a hole in my heart. Oh my god, are you okay? Oh my god, are you gonna die? Like, yeah, I just can't ingest, oh my god, no, that's not good. It's like, oh, okay. Or it's like I say, I have an allergy to nuts, and people are, and I'm like, oh, you know. I love freaking people out. They be eating, like, peanut butter in front of me, and I'm like, is that peanut butter? And they'd be like, yeah, I'm allergic to nuts. And they'll be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I know it's not something to joke about, but I kind of can. I mean, I am allergic to nuts. It's just not as serious as people think. But that's another thing. Some people are like, oh, so you're not, so they're like, oh, so then you're not allergic? It's like, no, I am. It's just I'm mildly allergic. You can't be mildly allergic. And it's like, yes, I can. 'Cause I am. For some reason, that's hard for people to wrap, like, the idea around. Like, seriously, I've talked to people, when I say I'm mildly allergic, they just don't get it. Now, these people are, like, I'm not talking about people that aren't there. I'm talking about people that are. Smart people. Like, they're like, it's weird. It's like, what can you, oh my god, I've been talking for 40 minutes. When I stop and think about that for a second, it really just blew my mind. I just realized how much of the day 40 minutes is. Like, that's a while. I just sort of pondered my entire existence there. I'm sorry. You've done that before, where it's like, something clues in and you're just like, whoa. Well, guys. That happened to me. That just happened to me. That was awesome. That was really cool, actually. So, how about them local sports teams? Actually, it's winter, so you all know what that means. Curling season! Unless you're in America, in which it means kinda not as sunny season. I'm looking, well, unless, you know, you're on the East Coast, but current events! But it's like, you know, I'm looking at all this stuff in the States and it's like, oh my god, it's only 10 degrees? I'm freezing! And I'm looking outside right now and it's snowing like 30 inches and it's like minus 50 with the wind chill. And I'm like, you want to talk to me about cold? You don't know cold. I was ready, but not enough. I won't be losing the next time. I guess I'll probably call it a close now. Do this off screen. So the next time, guys, we'll be going back to the base and doing more stuff. Probably fill my boxes up with the Pokemon, the new ones that we caught. Fill them up. Fill up the thingies with the chambers, and then that will happen. But until then, guys, I will see you all next time on Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Bye. Ciao. Other words for goodbye. 18,000. That's me. 43 minutes I've been recording. That's a long time. What has my existence come to? I'll see you guys later. Ciao.